It's no secret that pop singer Taylor Swift is madly in love with American football star Travis Kelce.
And my loved ones not see this big elephant that's in the room for our
A relationship is breakable and fragile and full of anxiety. It doesn't mean that it isn't worthwhile.
And while Travis had a long-standing affection on Taylor and even bought her a matching bracelet as a symbol of his undying love, it took Taylor a while to realize Travis was the genuine deal and deserved to be given a chance. Taylor appears to have gone past Travis's cheesy love technique, large body, attractive face, chiseled arms, and lucrative career to find a loving, clever, bright, and understanding human being worthy of her time, energy, and of course, her heart. Travis is working hard to prove that he is the boyfriend of the year. Dude is added to the definition of a supportive partner. For example, he not only flew to Argentina to support his girlfriend at her show, but he also spent millions of dollars on a property specifically to have more solitude with her. How romantic! And unlike Taylor's last lover, Travis isn't scared by the extra attention that comes with dating someone as renowned as Taylor. He's also not afraid to admit to the public that he is deeply in love with her. And of course, Taylor enjoys it given her celebrity. But you know what truly got us? Nobody, even you, saw this connection coming. Who would have imagined that Taylor's next partner would be a sports person? Actors and musicians are common among her male choices. So, to be honest, the prospects of her man becoming an NFL player appeared tiny and completely unexpected. And while we don't detest it, it makes you want to look closely at Travis and wonder what he did for Taylor. When did she decide she truly wanted to be with this guy? Let's have a closer look. Guys, you know the adage, it's the thought that counts. Taylor had clearly seen Travis's inventive thought process and was counting. Because who would dare to make a bracelet with his phone number and deliver it to Taylor during her concert?
Being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Ooh, yeah. Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
Just stop, guy. So here's how Travis's magnificent idea unfolded. So he literally went to one of her concerts and planned to meet her during the meet and greet. So Fanboy made her a buddy bracelet with his phone number on it. Unfortunately, Travis's ambitious scheme was doomed to fail. Taylor didn't show up for the meet and greet, and it's easy to understand why. She was clearly fatigued from her performance that night and just wanted to slip into bed for a good rest. Although Taylor missed her opportunity to meet the love of her life that night, fate had other plans. Travis must have felt so disappointed that he couldn't avoid speaking about it on the podcast he runs with his brother. And because fate is somehow working a way out for this couple, Taylor would find out about Travis's interesting gesture and she would later discover that Travis has had a massive crush on her for the longest time, and he's a proud member of the Swifties despite being a famous and successful NFL player. Taylor was newly single, so there have been a few celebrities taking shots at her in the DMs and at events. Nonetheless, Travis managed to pique her curiosity. Travis telling Taylor how much he likes her without ever meeting her demonstrated his openness. It was a pleasant experience for her. Transparency was something she'd longed for during her 6-year relationship with Joe Alwyn. See, she was really into Joe, and we don't think she despised the whole privacy thing. But it couldn't last, and Taylor was aware of this. There's a good chance that you are aware of the fact that Taylor's career is almost at its pinnacle. Unless you've been living an underground life. That superstar is essentially what she is. Numerous thousands of people attended our girls' shows, which were completely sold out. She has released 2 albums in a row that have been commercially successful, and her notoriety requires that she be seen in public more frequently. To put it another way, she ultimately became exhausted from all of her sneaking around with Joe. Are you familiar with Taylor's public life during that time period? Whether it was a private session with her admirers, an extravagant July party, or an occasion when she graced the red carpet with her countless friends before going to have a wild night with them, she was on fire each and every time. Every single one of those things experienced a tremendous setback, not only because of Joe, but also because of the never-ending controversy and bullying that had been going on online. The one that involved Kim Kardashian had to be the one that finally became the straw that broke the camel's back. However, following the outbreak, we saw her seeking to make a comeback as a more visible public figure. However, it seemed as though Joe was preventing her from doing so. Therefore, the words, "You are losing me," that she performs in the year 2021 could be read as a reference to Joe and the difficulty that they had in maintaining their connection. Continuing to live her life in order to please him was impossible for her. And then this man steps in, unafraid to admit how deeply he loved Taylor despite the fact that they were not yet in a relationship. According to Taylor, Travis's attempt to gain her attention with the bracelet was humorous, so she paid attention to him. The musician also revealed unique information to The Times, adding, "This all started when Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal as hell." A few months later, we see Taylor at one of Travis's games, hinting that these two may be giving each other a chance. Of course, many of us believed it was their first date, but Taylor said that they had hung out multiple times before the game. She explained, "By the time I got to the first game, we were a couple. I believe some folks thought they saw our first date at the game. We'd never be insane enough to force a first date." She added that prior to the game, they had a substantial length of time that no one was aware of, which she values because it allowed them to get to know one another better. It was during this time that she observed someone who genuinely cared about her, rather than just a man attempting to earn the attention of a celebrity. Taylor's had a great time with Travis thus far. It's as if a weight has been removed from her shoulders, and she can genuinely be the fun-loving girl who enjoys being seen having a good time with her friends. The best aspect is that she now has a partner that is openly there for her, does not offer closet support, and consistently shows up for her, which is a far cry from her relationship with Joe. It's funny when you think about it. Joe physically attends her concert under a face hat hidden from the camera. Who does this? You can't even openly support your girl during her concert? Come on! Let's not forget the awful video of Joe dragging Taylor into the car, attempting to dodge the paparazzi, which contrasts sharply with Travis, who simply smiles with them and sometimes looks at them as if they don't exist, as Taylor has done for years. And let's not even talk about Joe dealing with so much attention because Travis isn't used to it either, as evidenced by the statement, "I've never dealt with it," he remarked, but at the same time, I'm not avoiding any of it. The scrutiny she receives, the amount of time she spends under a magnifying glass every day, the paparazzi outside her house, outside every restaurant she visits, and after every flight she takes, yet she is simply living and enjoying life. When she acts like that, I'd better not act strangely. The distinction is really evident. Travis and Taylor are not shying away from the media attention that comes with being together. Instead, they've accepted it and are keeping it going. So yes, they are all about loving each other and being proud of it. You can tell she's having a great time when she says, "When you say a relationship is public, that means I'm going to see him do what he loves. We're showing up for each other, other people are there, and we don't care." She stated, "On the contrary, you must go to great lengths to ensure that no one knows you are seeing someone. And we're simply proud of each other." So what are your thoughts? Has Taylor Swift found her Prince Charming? Or would Travis crack under the stress of being in the public eye even more than usual? Please share your ideas in the comments below.